So you guys, I'm interested. Because Manuela approached me about this show and I didn't know who I was getting, what I was getting. She didn't tell me. I only knew it was her. Then come a time we meet here for the very first time, you know? She hadn't really given me details about who's who, personalities, characters, she spoke to me about me and what I can offer the show. Good, let's go.
Like, let's go.
Yeah, so I'm interested. Yeah. I met Rachel, well, I knew Rachel, and I knew Manuela. Yeah. And Angie, Rosette, real first time. So can we speak about our first impressions about about the host? Like, what are your first impressions about personality, opinions, character, and your fit with them within that into the show, into the whole bubble.
So I already knew Manuela. I was actually present when she was picking the rest of the hosts. Yeah. I didn't know at the time what she sort of explained, this person will sort of bring this to the table, this person. I was like, okay. I didn't know Rosette and Angie personally. I knew Pumla because we'd been to school together. And I knew her as the loud Pumla who is very vocal.
She has a pattern.
Yes. And I was like, this show is going to be lit. You know? And then when she said Angie, I was like, I get to meet the Angie Kelly Omeke. I tell you the truth, I was starstruck. I remember that first meeting when we were sort of going to speak about the set and lighting and all of that. I was like, yes, I have to be there. Angie, the famous Angie. So for me, yes, I was thinking, wow, she's so down to earth. Yes. She is so sweet, and yet she's like this big personality. She probably doesn't agree. I know. But yes, that was my first impression of you. And Rose V was not different from the way Manuela had, because you guys are close. You're bad guys. Yes. And I just looked forward to meeting you and just to see whether she was right about you, and she was. Yeah. You are awesome. You have this really huge personality. Yeah. And it's just been amazing getting to know all of you, and we all agree. I think I'm as if concluding, but we all agree. I know that we have such good chemistry.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, that is just my opinion. I have spoken too much. Next. Yeah. Angie.
Oh my God. Angie, do you want to go first?
She's just a glass of wine.
Angie's afraid. That's celeb. Angie, are you okay?
The glass.
So I knew Angie. Well, and I had the same, not so much starstruck, but this. So I know Angie in a different light. I knew of her. Yeah. Not so much about her, but I knew of her. Yeah. And it's so nice people talk about people. And you're like, well, whatever. Me, I'll meet her, I'll make my own decisions. Yeah. And then I met her. And then there's a give off of, here, there, like whatever, this comes there, everything. There's no real order in it, There's no real order. This is the most creative person that I know. The girl can make gold out of sand, out of anything. And yet, disorganized in the head. But what translates from the head to what you see, you will never know. You will never know how you arrived at this when you enter. And sometimes, actually, I found myself, sometimes I don't want to be the first person at the show with Angie. Because she can suck you into her thing. Me, I just want to see a finished product. I found it safer to see a finished product. Then I remember Rosette. So I knew Manuela. And I'll say Manuela was like my safe place because I'm loud. And sometimes I feel like I owed people to be loud because that's how they know me. Yeah. But when somebody with a louder personality, I'm like, Fuchs, now I can rest. Now I don't really have to be the one holding people together and making it like, So sometimes I'm like, Fuchs, that's on my role now. Yeah. Not today. Today let Manuela do it. Now I knew Rachel from school. And I remember when they first said, Rachel is coming in the show, I was like, we had like the most diverse opinions, characteristics, personality. Rachel was the type of person who would say, there's no electricity, but let's see if we can get a torch to go and read for prep. For me, I'm the one who is saying, the thing, how do we ensure that the electricity stays off? How do we make sure? So I was, you know, I was so conflicted by the personalities, but then we were so happy to see that when it comes to parenting, somehow you all find yourself. Manuela had told me about Rosette, and she had kind of said, just thrown something in there that, no, we have somebody speaking to everybody, you know? And then sometimes I hear Rosette speak, and I'm like, she says the things, even me, there are things I don't want, I fear to say. Then Rosette says them. Okay. Now, because for me, I'm speaking, like usually, as I said, I like to read. I'll speak about textbook theory. Then Rosette comes with a story. You're like, I'm like, you mean you know someone like that? Like, she used to shock me. She has a story for everything, for every single thing. Like me, I was just shocked by the chemistry.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. You were shocked by it, or you were glad that it came out that.
The chemistry? Yeah. I was so happy. It's rare. Women who don't know each other just to come together, and we don't act. It's so natural. It's just we are so different.
And yet somehow.
And yet here we are.
Now I knew Rachel briefly, like we went for a baby shower together, and that's all that I knew about her. I'm like, oh, I'm with a TV host. But she was sweet and all. And then Pumla, Manuela kept talking about you and all your craziness on Facebook.
Yes.
On Facebook. Yeah, she'd be like, oh my God, this crazy Pumla, this is what she does.
So headmistress crazy. Saying I'm crazy.
You compete in that area. So you know, I was like, okay, Pumla. You know, I tried to send her a request, she jumped, and oh my God, she's like that. I like this girl. You have to call her to accept your friend.
It took a year for her to accept
Like, and yet we are clanmates. I was like, this one will reach.
Rachel even deleted my request.
I was like, no, can move it.
Then when we started doing that show together, she accepted.
We were like,
she sent me a request and I was like, I sent you. People have a right.
Okay, should I accept this request?
Or not? Okay, we are the same clan, but I don't know you. So in no time, but well, after we met is when she had to accept. But Pumla, you're one of the most interesting characters I've met. Like. Even when my friends are like, I love that girl. There's something about her. First of all, you're like you know, there's never a dull moment.
No, never.
Especially you and Manuela. Craziness. Then I want to the one who tops the crazy madness. And then when she starts to talk, you know, my children, my kids. We're side now. I used to meet Angie at several occasions when she was doing her deco. She would always have a glass of her things, her bottles there, which gives her energy.
We know them.
And their mom is, you know, sips. And you find her in those moments where they are finalizing the deco, the event is about to start, and then she brings in her Swahili. Best mode on work. And you're like, this chick. Angie, but when I got to know you here, like you're one of the most amazing. You're a beautiful soul.
Yes,
like
you are.
Yes, like you're beautiful in and out.
Makeup. And such a diva.
And she cried. She's emotional. Yes, and the chemistry. Like Pumla came on the first day we met. Angie was here. Oh, you guys, are you comfortable? Do you want what's we clicked?
Like that.
Rachel, this one was already a celebrity. We already saw a big eyes on TV before the blend. Yes, so it's just been amazing, you know, knowing all of you.
So, madam.
Angie, what are you?
Oh, Angie, yes.
Generally, it will sound odd, but because of the way over the years people tend, from the time I was young, they tend to create impressions of who I am, or, you know, when I meet people, I usually just have a blank page, except her.
Okay.
I looked at her and I said, there's some crazy in here.
Madness.
Yes, those two I knew the madness was there. Then Rachel looked like a minister's wife.
Oh my God.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Her composure.
Yes.
I'm coming out of a very expensive car with my husband.
She looked like a pastor's
I
wife.
would wave like that.
Then with Pumla, because I read. I read all her posts. The longer, the better. Yeah. So because that's where the similarity is. When Pumla feels, she shows.
Yeah.
When I feel, you show. Yeah. If good, bad, she'll post it. Yeah. You know. So in her case, it was easy to be like, I think I know you, because what I knew and what was there was the same. Yeah. Then Manuel, I've known many years. Our madness is the same. Yeah. She called me, I said, I can't. And she called me, I'm like, but Manuela, I don't think I want to be on this show. Yeah. She's like, no. I said, but you know, my sister is really good. Yeah. Why don't you take her?
Oh my gosh, yes, that's what you remember.
This chick, she gave me other people to talk to. Like, talk to this one, talk to this one, talk to this. I'm like, hey, but Angie. No. Meanwhile, she even called them for the meeting. Come, Manuela wants to talk to you about her show. Then they would reach and I'm like, no. I actually asked for Angie.
I'm not very good at public speaking. Like,
really?
Oh yes, you should see.
You didn't know that about yourself.
No, I knew.
No, Angie.
When I get into it, you should have seen me at the other women in. We first started, but when I get with it, then it's okay. Yeah. But I was thinking, because much as I'm disorganized, you all know, I want perfection. You get what I mean? So I'm thinking, if Manuela is doing this thing and she's gotten, I had Rachel, I didn't know about you, Mommy, but I had Rachel, I had Pumla. I was like, what is she looking for with me? I'm good at decor, and that's it. She came, I'm like, call so and so. I said my sister like 3 times. And she said, Angie, it's you I want. And finally I said, just come, we do.
I had no idea there was such a struggle.
Oh my God.
But I'm glad.
Yeah. You're saying that for Rosette? She didn't know me.
Yeah. I didn't know her at all. At all. But when I looked at her, she came, of course she was calm and everything. Even in the show, she was more laid back. But I could, you know that spark where you're like,
hey, she has I see you.
Give her a chance. And when she opened, you're like,
so interestingly, Manuela cannot speak the same that we have because she knew all of us. She knows all of us personally. Yeah. So maybe what we should be finding out is why. Yeah. Why us? Why?
Okay, so like when we're looking, actually, this show started off as a YouTube channel. Like that's where it started off from. Now, I'll be very honest. It was Rachel talking to me about Bump Love because it started off as a Facebook group. Yeah. Okay. Actually, it first started off as a page with my experience of birth, then went into a group of mothers who are talking about motherhood and everything. Then, you know, Rachel and I are talking about, you know, how can we extend it to our YouTube show. Then our crazy husbands come and tell us, no, you guys, it can actually be a full-on show. So who are the women that you would think of? And I always wanted to work with you guys, like, because when I thought of what your views are about the different things that happen in this, like, who in this our economy here of Facebook can never think of Bagundi. Like they are not there. Do you click? They are not. I've never seen someone with such a perfect blend of, like Rosette has this gift. I don't know how she does it, but she collects different worlds together. I don't know. Yes, like it's and she's so in just her person. She's so multi inside. Like she knows how to speak to a Muslim person. She knows how to speak to a Christian. She knows how to speak to a stay-home mom. She knows, like, all of it inside. She's not like us who are like kind of, yes, we are very tunnel visioned, but for her she's met who Rachel. No, for me. Yes, Rosette. Yes, Rosette. Anything goes. Yeah, anything goes. We are happy. We are happy people. Yeah, and then for Rachel, she actually started off as, no, I'm going to just produce this show. I'm not doing it. I'm like, honey, I want you on this show. Like, there is no way you will not be on. And then she's like, but like, why? Rachel is very grounded. Very grounded. Like when you what? Your back? No, not your background. I don't know. I just think it's about almost everything that we talk about, or even just my engagements with you. You're very grounded. Like as we are in balloons, floating. Me and Pamela, happy, but like she's like she brings you in. Come, yeah, so come boy. She's very grounded. I felt, and then she's also very honest. Like she speaks from inside, like there's certain something inside from which she speaks. Then my Pumla. Pumla is very okay, like I know I also have been some like a cockroach. But Pumla, you have a family of cockroaches. Like I don't know how you do it, but there's just this whole. And what I absolutely loved, what I felt like you could bring onto this show was all of us mothers, like we like to collect ourselves. All of us, we are all this chick. Where no, please, no, you're not going to feel sorry for not today. Yeah. It's not going to happen. Like she's like the woman, domesticate. Like she's very magic. And
please not when you called me. For me, I wanted because I thought this woman is calling me for wild venture. I don't want it. Yes, I don't want it. That guy, you know how they come for you. Promising you something. Can we talk? Can we talk? But what are we talking about? No, you first come. Let's be there. And they want to convenience. There's like a place there near Bank of Uganda. Let's come and we meet. To talk about Pumla. Let us. Actually, she's just lucky that I knew her.
Yeah, but she actually said it to me. Like she said, Manila, I hope we're not talking about world ventures today. Because if we are, I'm leaving. Like she really, I'm like, no, I'm a part, and you can join, but today this is what we're talking about. So it was, Then, and what I absolutely loved about Angie is the disorder. Yeah. That thing in her mind, like she doesn't stop talking, But then there's a certain wealth of wisdom. I think because of her experience raising children, and I also feel like she was very good for the show because of her background. People just knew her under decor, but they didn't know what she had raised at home. And I felt like, oh my God, you guys need to meet Angie's children. You want your children like that. And that's a context under which I thought she would be great on the show. But then the actual reason we're here is because we're going to have a season break. These moms are tired. They've had 13 weeks of back to back and back to back. And we feel it's time that we should go back home. Please, guys, not telling people, but you are at Bump. Nobody. No, you're not shooting Bump Love. You're with your children. And would like to allow the mothers to just go back and rest. And be moms again. And there's something about always giving and not receiving. And now we want to just allow the mothers to just go back and be at a place of receiving. So take a vacay, go swimming, go where? Ballet. Yeah, come on now. But you, on the other hand, don't go anywhere because we have packed up the next few weeks as we get ready for the second season. So you don't want to miss anything. So stay tuned. Every Tuesday and every Thursday, we will have something for you on Bump Love. The engagement continues on all of our social media pages, all of our social media channels. Do not go away. But for us now, until season 2, with love from Bump Love.